What is going on, guys? It is Constable Chen with another video. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to do another Madden 17 rebuild, quote-unquote rebuild. I got a request to do the Oakland Raiders. Shout out to Ryan Hernandez for requesting the Raiders. This video is for you, buddy, so I appreciate the comments. Keep them coming, guys, on what teams you want to see. It's not really much of a rebuild with Oakland. As you can see, their offense is 89 overall and their defense is 85 overall. So basically, I'm just going to bring in players at positions they need and try to win a Super Bowl with this team. So that's the plan for this video. So let's take a look at their top three players. They have Khalil Mack, 97 overall, left outside linebacker. Donald Penn, left tackle, 90 overall. And at corner, they have Sean Smith, the ex-Kansas City Chief, at 89 overall. So that's a quick look at their top players. And let's take a look at the rest of their team. We are taking a look at the rest of the Oakland Raiders roster. I got another comment on another one of my videos. I think it was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers one. This guy said I have to I have to say players' names better because I do butcher guys' names. Like when I try to talk too quick, I don't say guys' names right. So I'm gonna try to get everyone's last name correct. But some guys' names, like this left guard, like how do I say that? Osmele? I don't know, but I'll try to get that right for that one guy that said I butcher guys' names. So let's take a look at the rest of the roster here. At quarterback, they have Carr, 82 overall, and then they have Connor Cook out of Michigan State. I think they drafted him in the 4th round this year. Reese is their fullback, 87 overall. Latavius Murray, running back, 81 overall. At wide receiver, Amari Cooper out of Alabama, and then they have Michael Crabtree, the ex-49er out of Texas Tech. Left tackle, they have Donald Penn. He's a very good pass blocker, and I like that. And then, like I said, Osamele, Rodney Hudson, the ex-Kansas City Chief. So their offensive line is actually all over 80 overall, so very good O-line. They have Jackson and Howard, so everyone's over 80, all their starters. They got my guy Clive Walford at tight end out of the University of Miami. Go to the defense here. Let's see what they got. They got Edwards Jr., 79, right end. Dan Williams, defensive tackle, 87. And then Ward, I think they drafted him in the 2nd round out of Illinois, 72 overall this year. Khalil Mack, 97 overall. The guy's a straight monster. Their middle linebackers aren't very that good. They got Malcolm Smith from the Seahawks. They also have Aldon Smith when he's not getting in trouble. He's a half-decent player. 84 overall. Strong safety, they have Nate Allen, 78, and Carl Joseph. They drafted in the 1st round out of West Virginia. Free safety, they have Reggie Nelson out of Florida. Cornerbacks, they have Sean Smith and David Amerson, so 2 very good cornerbacks. Kicker, they have Janikowski, their 1st round pick a while back, and Marquise King. Let's see what it is. Marquette. So that's basically the Oakland Raiders. So I really don't have to do anything to offensive line. I'm fine with Clive Walford at tight end. Wide receivers are actually pretty good. They have Holmes, their 3rd is even a 75 overall. Running backs are pretty good. I'm fine with Murray. David Carr's a good quarterback. Their fullback's fine. Look at the defense here. I'm not fine with their middle linebackers. I might actually bring in 2. I'm going to be starting Joseph at strong safety because he's a rookie. They got 2 good corners. I might even just bring in a 3rd. So basically, going to be looking at linebackers, middle linebackers, a corner, and maybe even a receiver, and then this team's ready to rock. So let's start off with my first trade. Kicking it off at my first trade here, I traded my strong safety Nate Allen, 78 overall, and next year's 4th round pick for Ryan Shazier, middle linebacker from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I made another trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I traded Aldon Smith, a right outside linebacker. They also have Bruce Irving. I actually didn't even know that. So I'm going to be starting Irving at the outside linebacker spot. Traded for Martavis Bryant, wide receiver. So I think that's a pretty good deal. With my final trade with Oakland, I wanted to get another cornerback, so I got Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie from the New York Giants. I traded Nelson away. He's a very good free safety, but you know he's getting up there in age, 33 years old. So I also threw in a 4th rounder and a 5th rounder this year, and then trade was accepted. So let's take a look at the Oakland Raiders before I start simulating. At quarterback, we have Carr, Cook, and McGloin. Running backs, we have Murray, Jones, and Washington. Fullback is Reese. Wide receivers, we have Cooper, Crabtree, Bryant, Holmes, Roberts, and McCaffrey. Tight end, we have Walford, Rivera, and Smith. Left tackle, we have Penn and McCants. Left guard, we have Osmelli and, oh my god, Felinciano. Center, we have Hudson and De La Puente. Right guard, we have Jackson and Alexander. Right tackle, we have Howard and Watson. Left end, we have Ward and McGee. Right end, we have Edwards Jr. and Autry. Defensive tackle, we have Williams, Ellis, and Orr. Left outside linebacker, we have Mack and Ball. Middle linebackers, we have Shazier, Smith, Heaney, and Bates. Right outside linebackers, we have Irvin and Calhoun. Cornerbacks, we have Smith, Rodgers-Cromartie, Amerson, Carey, Hayden, and Thorpe. Free safety, I changed Carl Joseph from strong safety to free safety. Also have Hackett. And for strong safety, Dante Whitner was in free agency, so I just picked him up. And also have McDonald. Kicker is Janikowski, and punter is King. And that's just a quick look at Oakland. They're a very good team to start off with, so I didn't really make that much moves. And I still got a first, second, and third round draft pick to build from the draft, and maybe pick up a guy in free agency in the offseason. So we're going to simulate to the playoffs, and we'll see how we do. We're here in the playoffs, so let's take a look on how we did on year 1 with the Raiders. Looks like we went 6-9-1 in the year. Not very good considering what their team was like. So let's take a look at some stats. Looks like Derek Carr, 4,100, 31 yards, 18 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. So not not very good there. He had the yardage, but the touchdowns weren't there. Rushing, Latavius Murray, 1,033 yards, 13 touchdowns. Receiving, Martavis Bryant, 1,262 yards, 5 touchdowns. Amari Cooper, 1,037 yards and 5 touchdowns. Clive Walford, 574 and a touchdown. Defense, Ryan Shazier, 137 tackles, led my team. Tackles for loss was Dan Williams with 14. Quarterback sacks, Mario Edwards Jr. with 12.5. And interceptions was Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie with 4. Janikowski, 75% kicking. Taiwan Jones had 2 kick returns for a touchdown and no punt returns. One thing I do want to check actually is how many times Carr was sacked. Maybe that played a role in him. Sacked 34 times. Honestly, that's really not even that bad. I've seen numbers way higher than that. So that's going to do it for year 1. Kind of disappointing on how bad we did. The Chiefs went 9-7, the Chargers went 9-7. So honestly, we just have to get a little bit better, and we'll win our division and make the playoffs. So that's going to be the goal for year 2. So let's kick off year 2. We'll pick it up in free agency recap right before the draft. Let's take a quick look at my signings in the offseason and free agency. I did sign Matt Khalil, left tackle. I'm not sure why he's not on the list, but he's on my depth chart because Donald Penn ended up retiring. Also, Janikowski retired, so I got a kicker as well. But I also got Jefferson, free safety, LeGarrette Blount, running back, Berger, center, Ninkovich, left outside linebacker, Sebastian Vollmer, right tackle, James Jones, wide receiver, Williams, defensive tackle, Leon Hall, cornerback, and I picked up Robbie Gould, the kicker, who's usually pretty consistent. So those are my signings. So I'm going to do the draft, pick some players. I scouted quite a bit of good talent, so I think we'll be good there, and then we'll pick it up after the draft. In the draft recap, so let's take a look on what I drafted. In the first round, I went middle linebacker, 79 overall. He's got normal development, but in the second round, I went free safety, 76, and he's got quick development. He's a run-stopping free safety, so he'll fit the scheme at strong safety. That's probably where I'll play him. Third round, I got a right end. That's 70. Sixth round, a right outside linebacker, 68 overall. And seventh round, I just picked a kicker because I really didn't know what to pick. And he's only 68, so he's going to get cut. So that's pretty average draft, I'd say. So I'm going to skip ahead right to the preseason, and we'll pick it up in year 2. With my first trade in year 2, it's just a stupid one. Pittsburgh's dumb. I got Le'Veon Bell, 97 overall running back. I traded Jefferson, who I got in free agency, Williams, who I got in free agency, and next year's second-round pick. So obviously a lopsided trade in my favor. With my second deal in year 2, I think this is another steal of a trade. I just got tight end Zach Ertz from the Eagles. I traded Tywan Jones, running back, who I was paying quite a bit of money for not being that great. Leon Hall, who I picked up in free agency, and this year's third-round pick. So like I said, a very good deal. With my final trade in year 3, I traded for Luke Kuechly, 99 overall middle linebacker from the Carolina Panthers. They needed a cornerback, so I usually like having 3 good corners, but whatever. I got Luke Kuechly. So I traded Amerson, 83 overall, second rounder this year and a third next year. So I didn't even have to give up a first-round pick, which is surprising. And I got the best middle linebacker in the league. So I'm gonna pick up a couple free agents to fill some holes at positions, and I'll pick it up after that. I'm ready for year 2, so let's review what I got. Starting at quarterback, we have Derek Carr, Connor Cook, and Matt Castle. Running back, Le'Veon Bell, LeGarrette Blount, and DeAndre Washington. Marcel Reese, I re-signed in the offseason. Wide receivers, we have Cooper, Crabtree, Bryant, Jones, McCaffrey, and Brent. Tight ends, we have Ertz, Walford, and Smith. Left tackle, we have Khalil and Beatty. Left guard, we have Osamele and, my God, Feliciano. Center, we have Hudson and Berger. Right guard, we have Jackson and Alexander. Right tackle, we have Howard and Vollmer. Left end, we have Ward and Kauser. Right end, we have Edwards Jr. and Doring. Defensive tackle, we have Williams, Ellis, and Latham. Left outside linebacker, Mack and Ninkovich. Middle linebacker, Kluchly, Shazier, Swan, and Heaney. Right outside linebacker, we have Bruce Irvin and Edabali. Cornerbacks, we have Smith, Rogers Cromartie, Carey, McGee, Munnerlin, and Wilson. Free safety, we have Carl Joseph and Huff. Strong safety, we have Cherry and Jefferson. Kicker, I picked up Robbie Gould in free agency, and we still have King as our punter. And before I start simming, I'll just show you my salary cap here. We'll just go to salaries. I still have a little bit room left. I think I got like 10.1 million. So bringing in these guys. You know, I brought in a 99 overall middle linebacker, a 97 running back, and a 90 overall tight end in year 2. So those are some very big acquisitions, and hopefully they help this Oakland team make the playoffs here in year 2. So I'm going to sim, and we'll pick it up in the playoffs. We're here in the playoffs, guys, so let's take a look on how we did on year 2 with the Raiders. We went 11-5, so we did win our division there. So let's take a look at some stats. Hopefully Carr had a better year than last year. Yards went down, but this is what I like to see. The 24 touchdowns with only 7 picks, so that's good. 3,980 yards. Rushing, Le'Veon Bell, 1,653 yards, 19 touchdowns, and LeGarrette Blount had 15 touchdowns. So very good year running the ball. Bringing in Bell was a good pickup. Crabtree, 900 yards, 4 touchdowns. Amari Cooper, 993, 6 touchdowns. Zach Ertz, 587, 3 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant, 648, 7 touchdowns. Le'Veon Bell had 666 and 4 touchdowns as a running back, so that's good. Go to defense. Luke Kuechly led my team in tackles, no surprise there, 138. Tackles for loss was Dan Williams with 11. Quarterback sacks was Ward with 11.5. Interceptions was Kuechly with 4, and Sean Smith had 4 as well. Robbie Gould was steady with 85% kicking. Amari Cooper had a kick return for a touchdown and no punt returns for a touchdown. So I'm going to do some player progression. We don't play this week. We play next week in the divisional, I guess. And then we'll pick it up there. We're here in the divisional. we play the 10-6 Bengals. I did player progression right when I got in this week. Carr's an 85, Le'Veon Bell's an 99, Martavis Brown's an 85. Who else went up overall? I think Jackson went up. He's an 86 now. Go to the defense here. Shazier went up by 1. He's an 82 now. This Ward guy's a 76. He used to be a 72. Joseph's an 80 overall. My rookie strong safety's an 80 now, so he went up. So that's really about it. So now let's sim ahead here. We play the 10-6 Bengals, like I said, in the divisional. So let's see if we get the win here. And why can I never get past that round? Like, my team's absolutely stacked. So let's take a look at the score. It's probably a close game, but I don't know. We'll see. The Bengals do have a very good team. So we lost by 6 points. That was a high-scoring ball game. If there was one weak spot on defense on mine, it was probably my secondary. But you know, Carr threw an interception while Andy Dalton, you know, basically did whatever he wanted. He had 451 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. So Le'Veon Bell had a good game rushing the ball. And look at AJ Green, 13 catches, 235 and 2 touchdowns. So he was matched up against Sean Smith. Smith's like, I like Sean Smith because he's like 6'3". Like I like big corners, but the downfall is they don't have a lot of speed, so they could get burnt a lot. Luke Lucci led my team with 14 tackles, also had a sack. Robbie Gould had 2 field goals. And yeah, that's really going to do it for year 2 here with Oakland. We just came up short. My last few teams, I just can't make it past the divisional. I don't know what's going on here. I guess I'm cursed or something. So I'll give you guys another quick look at my team. This video is going to be coming to an end. If I did do another year, I saw who I had to re-sign. I had to re-sign Carr, so that was going to be big money. I would have to re-sign Khalil Mack, and that would be huge money. Also Martavis Bryant and Jackson at right guard. So I would probably can't afford a couple of those guys. I would probably go for Mack and Carr, and those secondary guys would probably have to let go to free agency, which is unfortunate. But just take a last final look at this Raider team. My offensive line, everyone's over 80 overall. I got Zach Ertz, 90 overall tight end. I got 3 wide receivers over 83 overall. I got a 99 overall running back. You know, Carr's a good young quarterback. He's 85. My fullback's 87. Go to my defense here. My D-line's pretty average, but my linebacking core, I would say, is very good with Irvin, Klutzley, Shazier, and Mack. I also have a 79 overall rookie. 80 overall rookie safety. Carl Joseph's a good rookie free safety. So my safeties are young. Sean Smith's 87, and Rogers Camardi's an 83. And kicker punter, who gives a shit about that. So that's gonna do it for this Raiders franchise. And thanks Ryan Hernandez for requesting the Raiders. It wasn't really a rebuild, more of a reload, because they're a good team to start off with. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a good day, and we will see you in another video.